Welcome to the Coach Toolbox. I'm your host, Dr. Ajay Nangalia, a leadership coach and counselor. This channel supports your professional and personal development as a leader with research-based and practice-focused learning. And we bring you the best career and life advice from guests who've been there and done that successfully. And now, our session today. As a talented and ambitious professional, you're committed to your learning and development. You're probably attending many programs online or reading material and getting certifications. And that's really, really great because this is a required and integral part of your development. However, this effort gives you only explicit or codified or technical knowledge. There is another aspect of your learning and development that you need to focus on. And this is getting tacit knowledge or wisdom, especially to manage your career, navigate organizational dynamics, learn some tricks of the trade, and so on. And this wisdom is not there in books or courses. It is in the minds and hearts of senior leaders and successful people who are ahead of you in the journey. So in our conversation today, let's talk about 5 questions that you can ask your senior colleagues, either from your own company or your connections from different organizations, to start the process of gaining this wisdom. Now, you can use these questions to have very effective conversations with your mentors, both formal and informal. And you can use these questions to have a deep conversation with any senior stakeholder that you have an opportunity to have a one-on-one with. You'll get more wisdom and benefits from using these questions in a conversation than talking about sports or politics. Oh, I have an earlier conversation on the importance and process of developing your own panel of mentors to support your professional and personal growth. So be sure to scroll down this channel to check out that episode 2. It's on developing your mentors. And if you hit the subscribe button on the channel, then you'll know when new episodes are released. So go ahead and do that. Now let's get back. So here are the 5 questions quickly, and then we'll discuss each one a bit more. Remember, you're the one asking these questions to another successful and seasoned professional. So question 1, what advice would you give me to become more effective in my current role? Number 2, what advice can you give me to help me prepare to take on a larger role? Number 3, what are some of the business challenges that you experience at your level? Number 4, what are some secrets or tips that make you effective? Number 5, from your experience, what is one mistake that I can avoid, both on the professional front and on the personal front? Now let's discuss each of these questions one at a time. So question number 1 was, what advice would you give me to become more effective in my current role? You see, the idea behind this question is for you to get feedback in real time so that you can make specific improvements in the way you function and in the way you show up as a leader. If you ask this question to those within your organizations who've seen you interact and function, either directly or indirectly, you can get very specific improvement areas. Even if the person does not know you personally, a senior professional who's been in that role will be able to share input from his or her own experience, and you can then adapt and use that learning for yourself. This is also why it's so important for you to have your own panel of mentors, both within your own organization and senior successful people from outside your own ecosystem. Question number 2 is, what advice can you give me to help me prepare to take on a larger role? Now, this question is future focused. Once again, depending on what your next role is, you need to seek information that will help you build and demonstrate the required competencies for that next role. You need to start functioning with the competencies and mindset of the senior level role right from now, and then the promotion that follows is a formality. Listen well, I said develop and demonstrate competencies and attitude, not ego or arrogance. Now, the best input for this question is likely to come from people who are at least 1 or 2 levels above you, so that they have a line of sight on the road that they have traveled, and they can offer you wisdom that comes from having space to look back on that role and how they have grown from it. As you ask these questions, Don't restrict yourself to only people from your function or your domain or your company. Ask professionals from related or unrelated domains, and they will provide fresh perspectives. Perhaps you could catch up with an old professor or teacher and ask her or him all these questions. Question number 3. What are some of the business challenges that you experience at your level? The insights that you get from this question will give you an understanding of what the ecosystem looks like at senior levels. This information will help you prepare your development plan to get there. It's also very helpful for you to understand the pain points that senior stakeholders experience. Therefore, if you are able to provide ways and means to alleviate some of this pain, then the senior stakeholders will see you as someone who adds value. Let's come to question number 4. What are some secrets or tips that make you effective? The answers from this question encourage your respondents to share their practices or habits with you. Your genius is to understand how you can make these secrets or tips work for you. Now remember, you can ask all these 5 questions as part of a self-development conversation, or you can take 1 or 2 and ask appropriate people at various points in time. Just imagine that you're traveling and happen to come across someone you admire and respect in the same row or in the same cabin. If you're like me, you'd be tongue-tied or just hide behind a magazine. But these questions will help you initiate a conversation and build a valuable bridge with the person in just the short time that you may be together. And what great nuggets of wisdom you'll get. Let's come to our final question, question number 5. From your experience, what is one mistake that I can avoid, both on the professional front and personal front? Once again, this question tries to get specific information, but from a different perspective. In addition, it encourages the respondent to not only look at the professional space, but also the personal space. As you ask these questions, in terms of sequencing, be natural, go with the flow. You don't have to follow a rigid protocol and ask questions starting with number 1 and ending with question number 5. Mix and match in a natural conversation, but here's the key. Be in the listening mode only. Don't hijack the interaction to show how brilliant you are, else you're missing a learning opportunity. Remember, the objective of these 5 questions is to encourage you to have deeper conversations with a spectrum of stakeholders who can share the depth and breadth of their wisdom and experience with you. The wisdom and experience that you gain from such deeper conversations will give you an edge in terms of thought leadership and capacity for out-of-the-box thinking. And the fantastic bonus is that it will encourage you to reach out and build relationship bridges with senior stakeholders across a broad spectrum. Let's bring our conversation to a close. And here is a secret. The fact that you're asking your senior stakeholders and all your connections these questions makes them invested in you and your success. You're building a network of supporters who will be committed to seeing you succeed because they've shared a part of who they are with you. How much better do you want it to get? So go ahead, start using these questions to strike up deeper conversations with senior colleagues, related stakeholders, and connections, and even with those who don't know you but may have a line of sight into what success is. Enjoy the process, enjoy the learning, and good luck.
And that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Please connect with us on coachtoolbox@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, and review this channel. Details of our ICF-approved coach training programs and our services as executive coaches and coaching supervisors are on www.globalcoachtrust.org. See you in our next session.